effort and the ability to make shots, it does wonders when those two things happen. The Raptors put together a really good performance tonight against the Denver Nuggets and win 125-110. I'm going to start right off, though, and say, look, does this excite me? The Raptors are back, this and that. No. We have learned over the 69 games the Raptors have played what this team is. They can look great one night like this, and then they'll put a performance like they did against the Lakers where Anthony Davis gets, 8 points, and you find a way to lose. So, I ain't getting too high. I ain't getting too low. But, you gotta credit these guys when credit is due, because there's been a lot of talk, a lot of negativity around this team all year long, and rightfully so. But tonight, you cannot do that. The Toronto Raptors play an incredible game. It got very shaky late, but they were able to propel themselves in the fourth quarter and get the victory, like I said, 125-110, improve the record to 33-36 on the year. Let's break it down. First quarter, the Raptors put up, was it a franchise record for points in a quarter? A team as terrible as the Raptors have been all year long, and here they are. Let me see if I can pull that up right now just to make sure I'm getting it right. You know what? I lost it. But I'm pretty confident it's a franchise record for most points in a single quarter. Franchise best. There it is. 49 points in a single quarter. Didn't see this coming. But the ball was moving, making shots early, causing havoc in the defensive end, doing what this team does. But led with Fred VanVleet and OG Anunoby on the offensive end early on. And they win that first quarter 49-30. They are up 19 after one quarter of play. But no Raptor fan, not a single Raptor fan either in the building or watching on TV or even watching on their app, is safe and comfortable. They're not. Because we have seen this all year long. They get the lead, they feel great, and then they crash and burn. In the second quarter, well, they held their own a little bit, right? They lose it by 3, 26-23, but you're still up by, 16 at the break, and you're feeling pretty good about yourselves. At one point, you're up, 20-something? So you're feeling pretty confident about yourselves. At one point, the Raptors led by 24. You're feeling great. But now it's halftime. How are you going to come out of the break? This is, again, no Raptor fan up 16 at the half is feeling confident yet. They're like, hey, good half. What's the second half going to bring? And in the third quarter, offense gets stuck. Jokic starts going off. Michael Porter Jr. starts going off, making big shots. They drop 36. Raptors only score 26. And after a nice and-one dunk from Scotty late, of a nice, was it a steal and a pass from Fred to get the and one to put you up 6, I believe, at the break, at the end of the third quarter, you're still kind of fluttering here. And at one point in the fourth quarter, the Raptors are only up by 3. And Raptor fans, like we said, this is why we were not getting excited. This is why we didn't think, game's over, they're flat, you're playing great, easy peasy. No. Because this team has found ways to lose all year long. And let's be honest. When you're a Raptor fan this season, when you saw that lead go down to 3, how confident were you in this team being able to take over and win this game? Not very. But, and it's funny because the guy who struggled the most offensively in this game from the starting unit was the guy who actually turned the tides of that fourth quarter. And I'll explain why. 3-point game. It is a 100-97 game with 9:19 to play. Gary's got the ball beyond the 3-point line. He's got, Jamal Murray? Yeah, Jamal Murray up on him. But he's got Pascal with Braun on his back. Mismatch. So, Gary passes it into Pascal, and Pascal's like, all right, don't worry, I'll back you down, a little flip shot, gets to go. Huge shot. Next play for Pascal, drives in Jamal Murray, gets the and one to fall, albeit misses the free throw, but that is a big 4-point swing. Now, he struggled mightily early in this game making shots. At one point, he was like 1 of 7 or 1 of 8 from the field to start the game. Meanwhile, Fred and OG are making shots, and we're like, man, Pascal, let's get it done, buddy. See, it's funny. I just came home from watching Scream 6. And that starts happening. Will you not, please? Thank you. Anyways. Oh, boy. So I liked what I saw there. You needed to make those shots. And with Pascal making those shots, it put the Raptors up 8. Well, obviously there was I think there was a 3 in between there and whatnot, but watching Pascal get those shots, getting that 4 points, because he only had 12 in the game, right? And so that shot right there put them up by 8, 107-99 at that time. And if you look at the way the game played out the rest of the way, that's kind of how it ended. That's kind of where it ended. The fans got back into it, and the Raptors defensively really settled down, and they did a good job containing the rest of the way. But I thought those were some 2 really big shots from Pascal, and sure, I could have put in any different clip. I could have put in, OG's putback dunk. I could have put Scotty's and one poster. It's really nice. But look, let's be honest. Talking about wins is a lot more fun, a lot easier to talk about. And those 2 buckets from Pascal really kind of caught my eye when I was watching the game. And you win the fourth quarter, 27-18, and the Raptors don't do the thing that they've been doing all year and collapsing and finding ways to lose. They persevered, bent, but never broke. The Raptors' biggest lead was 24. The Nuggets never led in the game. Yeah, sure, that third quarter was kind of scary. And yeah, the early goings of the fourth quarter, kind of scary. But they weathered the storm, they punched back, and they ended up making that big punch in the big moment to win it. Let's get to these player stats. Jakob Poeltl, huge night. Loved his game. It's just, it frustrates me that he's always in foul trouble. He's had 4 fouls early, and that's why he only played in 27 minutes today. But he had a double-double, 12 points, 11 boards. The ball movement he had 5 dimes. Albeit, when Yak's getting in the paint and he's kicking it to guys, more often than not, the Raptors have missed shots like that. They weren't today. And he was at 5 dimes. 5 of 6 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, had a steal, 2 blocks, plus 30 while Yak was on the floor. Loved his night. Pascal, as I mentioned, the shot wasn't falling, but he made a couple big shots late. That's really all I got from him, though. Honestly, 12 points, 8 boards, 4 assists, 6 of 16 shooting. It did creep up there. As I mentioned, the early goings was terrible, but he made some shots late and in the fourth quarter when the team needed the shots to go in. 6 of 16, missed the 1 free throw, obviously on the end one there with Jamal Murray. Missed all 3 threes, but was a plus 17. So it didn't really hurt the team, albeit didn't put up the numbers we've been seeing all season long. I don't know if it's fatigue or what, but he has just really been off in the scoring side recently. And if this team wants to do anything down the rest of the season, 13, 14 games to go. 13 games. Is it 13? Yeah, right. This game's 69. I think it's 13 to go. You need Pascal to be at his best. But what you did get is OG building off of that game against the Lakers. 24 points, 3 rebounds, 3 dime shot, 10 of 14 from the field, 4 of 8 from 3, plus 13 on the floor. I thought OG was outstanding tonight. Obviously making tough shots, making big shots in big moments. And like we talked about so often with the Raptors, we talked about it so often all year long about OG. You want the defense to be consistent, which more often than not it has been, and you want him to make his threes. Well, he knocked down 4 today. It was 4 of 8, 50%. Beautiful. Fred VanVleet, easily the player of the game in this one. Easily the most talked about Raptor all season long. Mostly about the negative stuff. But tonight, he is the reason the Raptors won this game. There's no doubt about it. Will you quit it? I don't know if you guys are seeing that in the video, but it's freaking me out a little bit. 36 points for Fred. 3 rebounds. 7 dimes. Huge night. 13 and 22 shooting. Lots of volume, but he was over 50%. The percentages were great. 8 of 12 from 3. I'll have to fix that in a second here. 3 steals in the game. Plus 21 while he was on the floor. Fred VanVleet, without a doubt, the MVP of the game. And when he came back, when things are getting a little hairy in the fourth quarter, he comes back, gets a steal, and helps get a bucket down the other way. Huge stops, big moments, just momentum shifters. Really good night from Fred. Scotty B, I thought the last few games defensively, I've just loved what we've seen from Scotty Barnes. 18 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 8 of 16 from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, plus 24 while Scotty Barnes was on the floor. The energy was there, shot making was there, percentages were nice. You love to see it from Scotty. Would have loved to see him score a little bit more, but again, 18, 7, and 5 on 50% shooting and a plus 24 on the floor with the defense he gave you. Never going to complain. And the bench, which still continues to be an issue. They're all minuses in the game when you win by 15. Gary's your leading scorer at 11, but he goes 3 of 9 from the field, was 5 of 5 from the free throw line. And was that all in the second quarter? Like that flurry of free throws? It was 0 of 3 from 3, though. 2 steals in the game. Still not a great Gary night. And Precious was like a double-digit minus in the game. Just, it's painful, that bench. It really, really is. Let's get to these team stats and wrap this baby up. Denver shot 55% from the field, 24% from 3, 80% from the line. They took 76 field goals. The Raptors, 53% from the field, 40% from 3. Man, if they can hit 40% of their threes, it's remarkable. It would change the entirety of this Raptor team offensively. 88% from the free throw line, and they took 93 field goal attempts. 93! 17 more than your opponent. And you made just about the same percentage. Beautiful. That's the way you want it to go. That's why you scored 125. And look at all these team stats. You were plus 12 on the glass. You were plus 10 in offensive boards. And what did you do with that? You made them pay for giving you those offensive boards. 15-4 in second chance points. Great stuff. Plus 8 in the fast break. So a lot of those off of turnovers, of course. You were also plus 3 in turnovers. Yeah, you turn them over 14 times. Raptors turn the ball over 11 times. Not the greatest in that sense, but you made them pay for their mistakes. 25-15 in points off of turnovers. And the big thing I have circled here, and I said it earlier, the Raptors' biggest lead was 24. The Denver Nuggets never led. They have now lost, was it 3 or 4 in a row now? The Raptors got, I don't want to say a big win, because let's be real. At this point of the year, they're in the 9th seed. They can't see them getting any higher than that. Unless they go on some stupid run, which they haven't all year. They have won 4 games in a row once. They've won 3 games in a row twice. And that's it. So how do we expect this team to go crazy the rest of the season? You just can't expect it. However, good win tonight. Fun to watch. And at this point, that's all I care about. All right, so you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and the W this evening, smack that like button. I do appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game? For the Toronto Raptors, the Twitter and Instagram links are down below, so follow up, send me a DM to that great stuff. The Discord and TikTok links are down in the description, so follow up there if you guys have not done so already. And I will talk to you guys, all right, Jay's edition tomorrow. We're wrapping up all of this past week's games. It'll be after tomorrow's Jay's game. As for the Leafs, they're back in action tomorrow as they host, oh geez, who the hell's in town? They already played Buffalo. Colorado. Colorado is in town. I believe it's a 7 o'clock puck drop there at Scotiabank Arena. And as for the Raptors, they welcome in the Oklahoma City Thunder to town on Thursday evening, 7:30 tip-off there. Anything but it's a must-win. It's a team that's lower than you in the standings, I believe. They haven't been playing well. You gotta win that game if you want to do anything okay, right? But let's be honest. We know what the season's about. Just go out there and win a ball game on Thursday. All right, so thank you guys so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the W tonight. We'll talk to you guys then.